Artist Grant Oxche from Bridgetown on the Cape Flats lists Vermeer, Van Gogh and Monet as some of his artistic influences. Capturing a person's true essence in a painting is Grant's main interest, and he infuses his portraits with life by giving them soul and dimension through his use of light and shadow. Let's join him now to find out more.
Where I grew up was here in Bridgetown. I started to use my imagination at a young age, and everything was image driven. What attracted me to drawing was that I could be in my own world, and I could control my own world by using anything and everything. All I can say is that I had a very active imagination. And that is why I started off with normal, like, you know, these cartoons like Inspector Gadget, well, the series called Knight Rider. I'm sure everybody knows about that. Anything to do with fantasy. I could relate mostly to that. I knew my mother wasn't really, she didn't really support me, man, where my art was concerned. But I can also understand from a parent's point of view, because I only want the best for the kids. But I compromised with her and said, okay, I'll do graphic designing, because then I still use some of my creativity at least. So I did graphic designing in college, which was my major. Drawing was compulsory, and in college I learned such a lot. To me, a brilliant guy was Rembrandt. The way he used light, working from dark to light. Caravaggio, brilliant Italian master. Rembrandt studied at the same school. They all worked from dark to light. I work on a dark canvas, I don't work on a white canvas. I work on a dark canvas and I work from dark to light. My first experiences when I took my artwork out into the world wasn't very nice. The feedback was terrible. They're ruthless. They will tell you you're an amateur. They'll tell you there's no future for you. But that's a learning experience. So that's how you learn what is actually out there, what is actually needed. You know, I would say this, man, sometimes you need to experience the bad in order to know what the good feels like, man.
We actually had a gallery in Kenilworth before, and Grant heard about the fact that we had some of his work. We came across his work at another gallery, and we couldn't resist taking it. So he heard about this, and he came to our gallery, and, you know, he walked inside and he pointed and he said, hey, I painted that. And we just started talking, and we recognized the fact that he had enormous talent, and we felt that we could market his work. We opened the African Portrait Art Gallery in October of last year.
I think what this gallery has done for me, the African Portrait, first of all, it has given me a sustainable living, which you can ask any artist, is very important. Basically, I just need to concentrate on my art, which is a big plus. I mean, I think this is any artist's dream, man. You know, only your work exists in a gallery. I mean, that doesn't mean my head is like 12 times the size it is now. All it means is that I can live a better life, and I can be grateful for it. Lighting is very important to me. There has to be a good contrast between dark and light. Eyes, very important. It's never just white. There's always like little specks of brown, little Indian red specks. I try to usually leave the eyes for last, but sometimes if I'm in that area busy painting, then I will do like the most I can do there. But I always notice I come back to the eyes, because the eyes, as you know, is the most important thing. I think the most gratifying thing for me to do is to put that light in the eye, you know, that dot of light, and also that glaze. You must put that glaze. We even have light here, right in the corner. If you notice, there will always be light there, and light in the pupil. 80% of the time, I'll choose subjects that has light on the eyes. If not that, I would look for subjects that has some mystery to it. It doesn't have to show even the eyes. Maybe it can just show a touch of the eyes, but not necessarily. So long there is that human element to it, it's the most important thing to me. It needs to like breathe. It's like when you look at it, you're waiting for the subject to exhale or inhale. The essence of life, man. And that is what I want to bring across. I feel it's imperative that I need to show what the African man went through, or women, what they went through, what we are still going through. We are still living through the repercussions of yesteryears, whether we want to admit it or deny it. And I'm proud about my heritage. I'm proud about my identity. You know, I don't shy away from I don't shy away from the black man. I don't.